red corner, fighting from Easton, Pennsylvania, weighing 212 1/2 pounds, the undefeated WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Easton assassin, Larry Holmes. And in the blue corner, fighting out of Huntington, New York, weighing 225 1/2 pounds. He is undefeated in his professional career. He is ranked #1 by both the WBA and the WBC. Introducing, gentlemen, Gerry Cooney.
Well, the crowd had loud support of Gerry Cooney, but Ray, tradition in boxing, parted with in a very major way here. They introduced the champion first.
I was quite surprised, Barry, because normally the champion gets the respect of being announced last.
Very big surprise. I don't know if that's going to have any kind of a psychological effect, or if it was anything that was pre-planned. Victor Valle with the final words to Gerry Cooney. And now we are going to find out if all the hoopla was only that, or if what is here is really a challenger, a likely challenger to the champion Larry Holmes. Holmes will stare. Cooney will look straight down. That we expected.
Remember, protect yourself at all times. Understand that. Shake hands, fellas. Get it on.
Good fight.
For Larry Holmes to sprint across the ring at his man. Let's see if he does that now with Gerry Cooney. Cooney is a guy who has not gone past the first 3 minutes of a fight in his last 2 outings. Crowd comes alive. There is electricity. I realize that may be a cliche, but there is simply no other way to describe what is happening right now. Both men wearing white trunks. Cooney with a clover leaf. Red trim on Larry Holmes. Holmes comes quickly out, takes a jab from Cooney. Round 1, the heavyweight championship of the world, the most anticipated fight in years. Cooney, that quick left jab, or rather Holmes, that quick left jab again. Holmes circles Cooney. Cooney's stationary right now.
Larry should keep moving. Larry has a flickering left jab, very quick, very accurate, and it stuns you. But Cooney's left jab is very potent. It comes out very strong.
Holmes all business with the jab right now. That is what he said he was going to do. So all the conversation before the fight going pretty much according to plan right now. Cooney dancing. Cooney digging a left to the body. And Holmes spins off the ropes.
At this point now, especially in the first round, Bert, anything can happen. I wouldn't be surprised if one of the guys went down because they both seem to be a little tight in this first round.
It's a good observation. Both men do. Cooney looking very patient right now. Cooney, of course, had the shoulder problem. He has also been cut on the bridge of his nose. That happened not too long ago, and I am certain that Larry Holmes is going to take a good long look at that and try to point that jab toward the bridge of the nose. Cooney tries to force the action again. In fact, even here early in round 1, there's a little reddening on the nose of Gerry Cooney. No damage, no blood, but just a little reddening. Again, the flicking jab. There has been a big question as to whether or not Gerry Cooney has a right hand. Some observers say that the injury that he had might have helped his right hand.
Well, Cooney won't be able to do any damage unless he hurts his man and gets him against the ropes or in a corner. Outside in the center ring, it will be all Larry Holmes unless he's hit by a certain punch.
Holmes being very effective early on with that jab. Cooney has scored once with a left to the body. Cooney ideally is at about 8 inches away to do the most damage.
They say Gerry Cooney doesn't have a right hand. I'm waiting for Gerry Cooney to release that right hand because I think it would be a big surprise to Larry Holmes.
That was a left hand that was low, thrown by Gerry Cooney. Holmes again with the jab. This is round 1. Nobody, I don't think, amongst the 32,000 people here anticipates this fight will go 15 rounds, including the participants. Holmes tries Cooney tries an uppercut, and a wild right-hand lead that time by Gerry Cooney is sidestepped neatly by Larry Holmes, the champion.
Well, Cooney can't afford to throw punches such as he threw earlier because Larry Holmes is very quick and a very intelligent fighter.
Cooney, of course, can strike very quickly, and he does follow up. That has been a question about some of the opponents that Larry Holmes has had. They have knocked him down. They have been unable to put the clincher on. Cooney has never had a problem with that. Most observers feel that if Larry Holmes can last 4 or 5 rounds, then the fight should be his. Cooney tries to press it, no damage. Again, Holmes with a jab in the face. Cooney trying to jab. Took a good right hand that time from Holmes, but did not take a backward step. End of round one. A lot of activity in that round, Ray.
It was a very good round for both fighters.
So it really wasn't a feeling out process. Both men throwing some pretty heavy artillery. You look into the corner of Gerry Cooney. Victor Valley, of course, the man in the ring. Only one man is allowed in the ring. Cooney nodding his head to whatever it is that Valley is saying.
So he can miss with that jab.
Will eavesdrop in the corner of Gerry Cooney.
Let the hook go. You got a double jab, not single jab, Gerry. Single jab is no good. Double jab. Nice and cool. Get that defense. This guy is shit. I'm going to tell you. Give him a little sip of water. Cool. Relax.
Little sip, Gerry.
All right.
Nice and cool.
Nice. Relax. Let's do a fucking business here. It's a shit.
Gerry.
When he goes wild, don't go wild with him. Just take your goddamn time. Black. This is shit.
I feel that Larry Holmes got feeling out for the first round. He found out what weakness Gerry Cooney possesses.
So we come to the center of the ring for round two. This is the heavyweight championship. Both men in great condition, no question about it. Both those punches were a little bit short, thrown by Gerry Cooney to Larry Holmes. Holmes still up on his toes, still keeping that jab right in the face of the challenger, Gerry Cooney. Both men look all business. Holmes drops his hands when he's away from his man, but it's not a showboat tactic. It's a way to relax.
That's a very good move tactics by Larry Holmes. Jab to the head and jab to the body.
And Holmes is staying off the ropes right now, and I think that's something that could be significant as this fight goes on.
It's very significant because Cooney is destructive for any man that gets against the ropes or in the corner.
This is just the second round. It is a hot night. You saw Holmes bounce off the ropes right away that time. Didn't give Cooney a chance to smother him there. Holmes has been effective with the jab to the nose of Gerry Cooney. Neither man is marked. It's been said that Larry Holmes has more to lose by a loss to Gerry Cooney than Gerry Cooney has to lose by a loss to Larry Holmes. Holmes has said on several occasions, this will be it, he will retire. There is nobody in the house who believes that. There was a great psychological battle involved in this fight. That psychological battle is now over. It is now down to 4 hands.
What I know is about Gerry Cooney, he must get in position, he must set up to throw a punch, a solid punch. I think as long as Larry Holmes is moving laterally, he's going to give Cooney a lot of trouble, especially if he's able to connect with the overhand right.
It's a chopping right hand that you saw Cooney throw a moment ago, and it came up a little bit short. Holmes has been throwing that right hand only on occasion. He led with it once in the first round. He has been staying off the ropes. And Cooney took a good right hand from Holmes. He staggers and is down. Cooney is down from a right hand by Larry Holmes. He is back up, and he is on rubber legs, Ray.
This will be the round. I see that Cooney legs are still rubbery, and without question, Larry Holmes is going to take advantage of this opportunity and get Gerry Cooney out of there.
Cooney has 30 seconds to survive. Remember, Larry Holmes said round 2. Cooney tries to dig a left hand to the body. Holmes being very patient. Cooney's legs seem to be back a little bit right now. It was a right hand from Holmes that put him down. And now Holmes works with a jab once more. 10 seconds remaining in the second round. Cooney with a jab to the top of the head of Larry Holmes. End of round 2. Larry Holmes, Ray, being very patient after he had his man down. Obviously, he didn't think he was hurt that bad.
Well, he was. Gerry Cooney was hurt very seriously because Larry set his man up with the overhand right. And here we take a look at it. As Larry Holmes moves around his man, he throws a jab to the body and comes across with the punching right hand. And as we see it here, Cooney's in big trouble as he stumbles, can't catch his balance, and he eventually goes down.
We'll take another look at it, Ray, from another angle.
Well, here we have a better shot. That overhand right to the top of the forehead really put Gerry Cooney in a great deal of trouble.
Well, I think the impressive thing so far with the champion is, again, he's really not wasting any punches. Significant, of course, as the fight goes on. We take one more look, Ray. I was going to say it's significant of reminding me, at least, of Sugar Ray Leonard.
Well, again, we saw how Larry Holmes set his man up with that jab to the body and overhand right to the head. You might see it again, Barry.
So again, Holmes being very patient. Larry Holmes has always been a guy who has looked for the long route. He's not really a guy who looks for a knockout because he's not a one-punch knockout artist. I mentioned at the top of the show that he has really only put one man down for the count since he's been champion.
Well, time was with Gerry Cooney. Fortunately, there was not much time left, or if there was, Gerry Cooney would have been out of there.
Again, Holmes with a very effective flicking jab. Holmes being patient. He has not had his back on the ropes this entire fight, and that has taken the fight plan of Gerry Cooney away from him. That was a good left hand by Cooney, and it stunned Holmes momentarily. It was a left hand to the side of the head by Cooney. Best punch of the fight for the challenger.
I was curious to see Cooney's reaction after being hit or floored. He maintained his composure, and now he started to come back against Larry Holmes.
There's another good left hand to the chin of Larry Holmes. Holmes did not appear to be hurt, but they were two good punches by Gerry Cooney. And another one. That one not as effective as the other two. Holmes again keeping his hands down about chest level. And Cooney now going upstairs after going to the body early. And another good left hand by the challenger. Cooney scored to the cheek that time of Larry Holmes. Cooney being effective, Ray, in this round.
As long as Larry stays right in front of his man, Cooney's going to be able to deliver that left hook to the body, to the head.
And another good right hand that time by Cooney. Backs Holmes up. Little bit of puffiness alongside the right eye of the champion. It does not, at this juncture at least, appear to be anything serious. Just a little puffiness. Neither man is really marked. This is round 3. Combination, the left and then a right. Both were a little bit short, thrown by Cooney. Holmes retreating now here in the 3rd round.
Cooney is physically stronger than Larry Holmes, although Larry Holmes has the experience to get out of the way.
Holmes with the right hand, a little bit short on the nose of Gerry Cooney. Holmes' corner very quiet. Right hand also a little bit short. Not really doing any damage, but the head snapping back of Holmes. And Holmes once more gets off the ropes.
You can see when Cooney's about to unleash that left hook. He extends his left foot and he releases that left hook to the body. He steps in with it.
That was a right hand by Holmes that time. Holmes being very patient, Ray.
He has to be against a puncher like Gerry Cooney. He's doing the right thing.
A little bit of reddening again on the nose of Gerry Cooney. No blood from either man. We're in the 3rd round. 5 seconds remaining. Counting down. A good round for Gerry Cooney here. Uppercut misses. End of round 3. Larry Holmes smiled at Gerry Cooney going back. Nothing antagonistic. At this point, I think each man has the other's respect.
Double that jab on the spot, Sam, and look for the right hand after. You hit him in the middle from back. He's starting to back up that round. Now, this is there. Yeah. Keep moving side to side. Don't move straight back.
Watch me. All right, listen, Gerry, you have to get that funny bone. You got to get that funny bone. Get the funny bone. Yeah, you got to shift. Go down on the deep and hook to the chin. When you want to throw the right hand, get down on a little bit and then throw it. Give me the mouthpiece.
Come on. Holmes up off his stool.